What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Marvel Storytime. Obviously, we have been in the middle of our X-Men fan casting series on the Marvel Storytime section, but we are going to have to put a pause on that today because we have got so much Marvel news that has came out in the past couple of weeks that I really couldn't put this off any longer. So we are going to get straight on into it, guys. One movie that has been particularly active in terms of the news is the Fantastic Four movie. I don't even know where to begin, but we're going to give it a shot at starting with Ralph Ineson, don't know exactly how to pronounce it, has been cast as Galactus. I have seen quite a bit of backlash on this online, and I suppose because people had it in their head it would be some crazy, like, high-profile actor. They were disappointed, but trust me on this, anyone who has heard the voice on this man will not be disappointed in how he portrays Galactus. Considering Galactus, I'm assuming, is going to be mostly a CGI figure in the Fantastic Four movie. It doesn't really matter what he looks like. If you're looking for the commanding voice of Galactus, I think they have went the perfect route with Ralph Ineson. It's like anyone who has heard him on screen and doing his big, deep voice could definitely picture him as Galactus. That is just an absolute fact. Another few bits of casting news, actually. Paul Walter Hauser. Obviously, anyone who watches Cobra Kai would know him as Stingray, but he's been in so much more than that recently. He has been cast in an undisclosed role. Everybody has been putting the guesswork in that he could potentially be Mole Man. I wouldn't be shocked at that. I think he could be a good Mole Man. But then one part of me that isn't sure about that is that I think he's a terrific actor, and I think that the Fantastic Four, because it's going to be set in a different universe apparently, I think everybody who's not on the Fantastic Four team by the end of the movie might have been eaten by Galactus and with his big universe chomping. So I don't want that to be like the only time we see Walter Hauser, but it could be. It honestly could be. If he is Mole Man, it's probably going to be like a Fantastic Four movie where it's like the best bits of all their classic villains, and then the universe will be destroyed and they will be brought into the MCU via the TVA. But very good casting for the movie. And also John Malkovich has signed on to be in the Fantastic Four, once again in an undisclosed role. I couldn't even begin to guess who he's going to be. I really couldn't. But the fact that this cast for this movie, and we haven't even got the Doctor Doom yet, like Doctor Doom hasn't been confirmed or anything, but I'm sure that'll be a big actor too. The fact that we've got Pedro Pascal, Joseph Quinn, whatever you call the guy doing the thing, I forgot now, Vanessa Kirby, John Malkovich, like Ralph Ineson and Paul Walter Hauser. So far, guys, the movie doesn't even start filming, I think, until July. So trust me, it is getting more and more insane by the day. It's getting so good casting wise. I don't even know if people need to start being worried whether it'll be a good film or not. Maybe the MCU will break the Fantastic Four curse and provide a proper good film, but it is the Fantastic Four curse, so we can't rule that out. One bit of casting rumours, I will say, it came out today. I will say it here because people are guessing he could possibly be a Doctor Doom. Liam Neeson has apparently signed a deal to join the MCU, and people, as I said, are thinking he is going to play Doctor Doom. I have seen every single actor under the sun linked with Doctor Doom, so I don't know how much faith I put into anybody who isn't an official skipper, but there isn't really many other roles that Liam Neeson could play. Like, if we're being honest, he could be good as Doctor Doom. He could be very menacing, but then I just can't picture him doing the Doctor Doom voice. But I suppose you could like put a bit of CGI animation AI behind it and make it sound a bit more villainy. But we'll leave that one there. One massive bit of news, I think it's all but confirmed, that I'm very excited about, because I've said on this channel before how much I love Chris Evans and his portrayal of Captain America. A Nomad project is essentially greenlit. It's looking like it could potentially be a 6-episode TV show, an exclusive TV show obviously, and it will feature Steve Rogers, Captain America, aka Chris Evans, returning all of the Infinity Stones from Endgame. I can't tell you how much fans have wanted to see that like since Endgame happened. Like, you need to remember, Endgame was what, 5 years ago? And we have just wondered exactly how every single interaction went with Steve and who he was returning the stones to. Like, we could see Steve with Red Skull on Vormir, the return of Red Skull. We'll get the answer to the question about if Steve returns the Soul Stone that they took. Do they get Natasha's soul back? Possibly. It could be a good way to get her back in. We'll see Steve meeting up with the Ancient One. We could see Steve meeting up with himself to return the Tesseract or the Scepter. We could see Tom Hiddleston's Loki obviously play a part. Obviously he was heavily involved in 2 of the Infinity Stones at Endgame. We could see an endless array. We could see an endless array of possibilities, and I am over the moon that Chris Evans has agreed to come back. I think if they can get that filmed and brought out before maybe Avengers Secret Wars, you will 100% see Chris Evans in Secret Wars. I think that this is pretty much going to confirm it. Next one is apparently Blade. Wesley Snipes' Blade has apparently been confirmed, sort of, to be in Deadpool and Wolverine. I am so happy about this. The Blade movies really do not get enough respect in terms of launching the comic book movie as a whole. You need to remember these movies came out at the same time as we were getting Ben Affleck, Daredevil, Jennifer Garner, Elektra. You know, real trash movies. Blade stood above them all and showed movie studios that, yeah, like, there is money to be made here. Like, we're not going to really talk about Blade Free because it was garbage, but Blade Free sort of, they cast a fit into this narrative because Ryan Reynolds apparently had a terrible time filming with Wesley Snipes on Blade Free. So obviously enough water has passed under the bridge that we're going to see these two together. And I know people are saying that obviously you're going to see Deadpool and Wolverine kill a lot of the older Marvel characters, the legacy characters, obviously, and maybe Deadpool kills the Fox universe or Marvel universe type of deal. But I would be shocked if Wesley Snipes' Blade did not show up in Secret Wars as well. So they are going to have to be careful who they kill. I could see a lot of mutants and other heroes making it out of Deadpool and Wolverine, maybe recruited by the TVA for one big battle, and then they can die in Secret Wars, because Secret Wars does have to have a lot of big deaths, that's for sure, and the MCU isn't going to kill off a load of their own self-made heroes, that is for absolute sure. We've got apparently, I think Daniel RPK or My Time to Shine Hello reported this morning that Avengers 5, which is the next one, it's not Secret Wars, it is the next Avengers, will apparently be a lot more of a smaller scale movie. A lot of people have not taken that well. It's going to resemble something apparently closer to like the first Avengers movie, where there was obviously the 6 core original team members battling the world basically. Apparently none of the newer MCU characters or the Fantastic Four are going to be in this next Avengers film. To me that 100% makes sense. Like, you need to remember, like, in Secret Wars, I think we're going to get multiple teams fighting over maybe Battle World against multiple multiversal heroes and villains, and it's going to be insane. The next Avengers movie, like, we don't even have an Avengers right now. I know I think the post-credit scene for Captain America Brave New World is meant to be Sam starting to recruit new Avengers, but that's only going to really roll in the Avengers 5, so you're going to have probably a smaller team than Sam would have liked. Then there's also the rumours that Spider-Man 4 might not come out until after Avengers 5, so you might not have Tom Holland in Avengers 5. Doctor Strange, if he hasn't had his third movie by that point, he might be off with Clea trying to stop incursions, so Sam might not be able to get him. You've got Thor, who has to finish his story arc with the likes of Hercules and his daughter in 4 or 5 before he's in an Avengers film. So Avengers 5 really could be bare bones, but it will also highlight characters like Shang-Chi. It will highlight a potentially different Hulk, because whether Marvel like it or not, we are all sick to death of Smart Hulk. We just are. We'd love to see Angry Hulk back, and maybe at some point World Breaker Hulk, because it does not look like we're ever going to get that World War Hulk film that you have been promising for years and years. I'm personally, I'd be happy with a smaller scale story. It would also help them maybe save a bit of money on the production costs, and it's an Avengers film, you'd still get guaranteed over $1 billion. So it could help them build a bit of money, build a bit of faith, maybe tell more of a personal story as this group of Avengers gets their asses handed to them by Kang. And then obviously it would have to wrap up with them realising they need more multiversal help. You could even have the end of Avengers 5 as the battered Avengers team is just sitting there broken. You could have Loki show up, maybe he jumped out of his seat knowing that he would have to help the Earth 616 Avengers to defeat Kang, or Kang was eventually going to be able to take over the Azrael, the Tree of Time. So hopefully that's the way I could see it going, but I'd love to see a smaller scale Avengers team. When people hear small scale, they think it's going to be an indie film. It'll just be like Avengers 1. But even Age of Ultron, when there was only Wanda and Quicksilver added to the team. Like, it's not going to be crazy small. It's still going to be an Avengers movie. But I think that's it, guys. I think we've pretty much covered everything I wanted to. I'm sure there's something I missed. I'm pretty sure there is. But that is what it is. I can maybe go into the next one. Thank you for all the support recently on all of the Marvel Storytime series. I'm over the moon with it. You guys really do like your Marvel compared to some of the stuff on the channel, that's for absolute sure. And what are we? We are around 2 months from Deadpool now, 2 and a bit months. Cannot wait for that. Tickets should be going on sale very soon. Make sure to grab your tickets when they come out, guys, because I'm going to guess that they're going to sell out really quickly. And we live in an age now where if you aren't seeing it opening night, YouTube or something will have some big moments in the movie spoiled for you by the end of the day, just through suggestions. People illegally recording will ruin it for you, so make sure to get in there quick. So thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff you guys like to do, and I shall see you on the next one.